I grew up in a neighborhood where every kid knew two things. Don't walk home alone after dark, and never, ever, go near the Blackwell House. The house sat at the end of Willow Street, its sagging roof cloaked in ivy, windows boarded up like hollow eyes. The yard was a graveyard of dead oak trees and rusted lawn ornaments, a skeletal swing set, a bird bath filled with rainwater so black it looked like oil. Rumor was old Mrs. Blackwell vanished overnight in 2003. No goodbye, no funeral, just gone. The police found her dinner still rotten on the table as if she'd been yanked out of her chair mid-bite. After that, the house sat untouched. Until last night. I just moved back to town after college, crashing at my parents' place while job hunting. The neighborhood felt smaller, quieter, but the Blackwell house, still the same, at least until Thursday. I was taking out the trash when I saw it, a flicker of orange light in one of the upstairs windows, not the cold blue of a flashlight. Firelight, like someone had lit a candle. My stomach dropped. The boards on that window were still nailed shut. I told myself it was a trick of the street lamp, until the next night when I heard the music. It was faint, a warped, warbling tune, like a record player left spinning in an empty room. Asterisk Claire de Lune asterisk. Mom used to play it on piano when I was a kid, but this version was wrong. The notes dragged, sharp and sour, as if the instrument itself was screaming. I stood frozen in my backyard, staring at the house. That's when I saw asterisk her asterisk, a silhouette in the attic window, too tall and thin to be human. It didn't move. It didn't blink. It just watched. By morning, the music was gone. So was the silhouette. But the front door of the Blackwell house hung slightly open, creaking in the wind, a dark invitation. I shouldn't have gone in, but curiosity is a poison, isn't it? The smell hit me first, mold and mothballs, undercut by something sweet, asterisk rotten fruit. The foyer was a time capsule, yellowed newspapers from 2003, a coat rack draped with a moth-eaten shawl. Dust floated in the dim light, filtering through cracks in the boards, and the asterisk, cold asterisk. God, it was like walking into a freezer. I followed the staircase upstairs, each step groaning under my weight. The second floor was worse. Children's toys littered the hallway, a porcelain doll missing an eye, a music box playing that same twisted version of asterisk Claire de Lune asterisk. I slammed it shut, but the music kept playing. Asterisk from somewhere else asterisk. The attic door was unlocked. Inside, I found Polaroids pinned to the walls, hundreds of them, all taken from outside my house. Me as a kid riding my bike, Mom gardening, Dad grilling. The most recent was dated 2 days ago, me staring out my bedroom window. Asterisk, at the Blackwell house asterisk. A floorboard creaked behind me. "You shouldn't be here," a voice rasped. I spun around. An old woman stood in the doorway, her face gaunt, hair like cobwebs. She wore a tattered black dress, and her eyes, pupils milky white, swimming in yellowed sockets. "Mrs. Blackwell?" I choked out. She smiled, revealing gums oozing black sludge. "Not anymore." Then the walls began to asterisk, breathe asterisk. The room pulsed, shadows stretching like tar. The Polaroids melted, faces screaming as they slid down the walls. Mrs. Blackwell's jaw unhinged, and the music swelled, a cacophony of broken strings and static. I ran, but the staircase stretched endlessly, steps crumbling behind me. I burst outside, gasping. The house looked dead again, but in my pocket, I found a Polaroid I hadn't taken. It showed me sleeping in my bed. Asterisk, last night asterisk. I didn't sleep. I boarded up my windows, hid under blankets. and prayed for dawn. But at 3 a.m., the music started again. Asterisk Claire de Lune asterisk. It wasn't coming from the Blackwell house, it was coming from asterisk inside my room. Asterisk. The music box sat on my desk, lid snapping open. The tiny ballerina spun, her painted face peeling to reveal bone. Shadows pooled on the floor, rising into shapes. Mrs. Blackwell, the too-tall silhouette, and others. Dozens of them, all watching. "You answered the invitation," Mrs. Blackwell hissed. "Now it's your turn to asterisk, stay asterisk." They lunged. I woke up hours later, sunlight burning my eyes. My room was normal. No music box, no shadows. Relief flooded me until I looked outside. The Blackwell house was gone, vanished, leaving an empty lot choked with weeds. But that's not the worst part. When I left my room, my parents didn't recognize me. They screamed, called the police, swore I'd broken into their house. The photos on the walls, a stranger's life. My childhood, erased. I'm writing this from a motel, but I don't know how long I have. The music started again an hour ago, and the smell, God, that sweet, rotten stench. They're coming, and when they do, the Blackwell house will reappear with someone new inside.